Hello, welcome to the Creator Metaphysical and Occult Shop, where we help co-create your reality. My name is Edgar, and this is my YouTube channel. Today we will be talking about the element of fire. Now, the element of fire, we all know, has been a key part in our lives since the beginning of our humanity, so to speak. So today I will be talking about the metaphysical properties / spiritual properties, then also talking about some history about it that I looked up and got some information on. Then I'll be referencing some herbs and spices and crystals that will be very useful when connecting with the element of fire. Also, I believe also be putting a few deities or entities, as you want to call whatever you want to call them, spirits that are really connected to the element of fire. So, without further ado, let us begin. I went through my research. I discovered that the element of fire is connected with assertiveness, energy, passion. It is connected to the energy of life or death because of the fact that if a fire burns too much and it becomes out of control, it creates a lot of death and mass destruction, but it creates life. Because as a forest fire burns, then water comes in and douses it, and the ash that's formed from the soot is put with the new seeds that the birds come in and drop along the way and make new life. It symbolizes spiritual birth and resurrection, sexuality, and a form of purification, illumination of wisdom and knowledge. It is masculine, it is projective, and also it is connected to the season of summer. A little fun fact: I hope I'm saying it right. Empedocles, Empedocles, hard name to pronounce, was a Greek philosopher who was best known for his belief in the four elements being comprised in all matter. The first sign of fire being used is during the Silurian period, which is a period where evolution and diversification of fish also happened. It is also that was also 420 years ago. Next, we have the crystals you can reference. I've always said this to people: it doesn't matter what kind of crystal, herbs, spices, or deities you call on. At the end of the day, it is you alone and you as a being channeling that energy, conducting or manipulating, whatever you want to call it, just overall practicing the art of that specified energy you wish to create. And it doesn't matter what kind of crystals, what kind of herbs you use, because at the end of the day, you're the source of all of it. These are just external tools used to help create and help manipulate the energy you want. Everything is within, but there are external tools that can be used. So, without further ado, I always suggest any orange crystal. Anything that's orange is connected to the element of fire. But here is a list of references that I've looked up also with research. There is cornelian, fire, opal, flint, sardonyx, sunstone, spinel, sulfur, amber, and citrine. Now, I don't recommend having sulfur in your house unless you have a very fireproof basement. Unless you're an alchemist, then I got no problem with you having sulfur in your house, because I know alchemists like myself. We know what to do with it, But I don't really use sulfur. I tend to use salt crystals, which is a type of crystallized sulfur energy crystal stone. Here are some herbs that you can also utilize. Today is God, I'm so tongue tied today. The first herb is hawthorn, which is also connected to Beltane. So if you want to, if you're a Wiccan and you do Beltane, I would suggest this is what I'm getting from. You could use a hawthorn and make a simple pentacle. I keep seeing a triple moon type symbol with hawthorn. You could burn hawthorn around your house. It's also very protective. And it's also connected to I believe for me, I've always felt hawthorn to be connected to the god Hathor, or the sun deity Hathor. Black pepper, cacti, basil, bay leaf, bergamot, and alder are all definitely connected to the element of fire, but I would recommend to make sure it's edible to eat because a lot of people are just like, since you mentioned these herbs, let me go buy these and use them in my kitchen. Some of them you can't really eat. Anyway, that is everything that I have for the element of fire and my research. I will suggest a few deities. There is any sun deity is also connected to the element of fire. So Apollo, Helios, Prometheus is the Titan of fire. Hephaestus is known as the Greek god of fire. There's the excuse me. There's Ra. There's Hathor. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, Loki. Thank you. Loki is also another one that's also connected to fire because he's the god of fire. And I'm trying to remember the Norse god of the sun, and I just can't put it for the life of me. I can't remember. Any angels that you would definitely recommend? I would recommend for the uh, energy of fire is Archangel Michael. He is connected to the element of fire and is positioned in the south in Kabbalah tradition. And Archangel Raphael is known as the purification of God, and they depict him sitting outside the throne rooms of heaven, and he was actually mentioned in the Bible that mentions that an angel touched the lips of said prophet on his lips, and he was purified. So there's also Archangel Uriel. He's known as the fire of God, but also the light of God. So those would definitely be suggested, but Archangel Uriel is depicted in the north with the element of earth. And so that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video very informative. Much love, peace, and blessings. And I will say this prayer. May the Creator and His creation that are one and the same give abundant life and energy of the Creator within its creation. May blessings, miracles unfold in your life, and may your magic be better than expected. Okay.